Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. April 15th, Wednesday. Piotr here, this is Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and this is the US cash market open. Ugly US data. That's what we are going to talk about. We are going to check the charts, and we are going to try to find the trading opportunities. Don't forget, guys, that you can monitor my trades live. The link is in the description. We were discussing that it was too fast, too high, a little bit of the risk of. The thing is, if you haven't tried yesterday or during the Asian hours, here right now, it could be a little bit of the challenge. So patience is needed right here, right now. You don't want to chase the market. You don't want to sell into the demand, right? That's the key thing here. So that's what we are going to discuss. We are going to check the first 5-minute trading range when it comes to the S&P and what could be the trading plan. So let's try to find few good points, few good pips. Doesn't matter. Indices, FX, commodities. We are here. Let's go. So, when it comes to the indices, yesterday it was the DJ, a few days before it was the Nasdaq. Right here, right now, we are discussing the S&P. The thing is that we got back below the weekly open, and that's of course negative thing. So the weekly open is gonna be the first possible supply level. So let's have a look on the 30-minute chart, and as you can see, clearly visible supply. Of course is a pre-market quote, so I would be very, very, very careful. I would rather watch that zone a little bit slightly higher than we have the weekly open. Levels close to 2,830, 2,835 eventually. So, well, I'm the fan of the stop count when it comes to the intraday trading, especially if I'm not mistaken, if we are going to make the V here, so we might revisit even yesterday high. Yes, that's true. Why? Because we have this latest weakness over here, guys. That's the latest weakness over here, right? So if we are going to make the measure of the whole move to the downside, and then if we are going to make the upside, that's where we might see S&P a little bit later today. So if you are not short, if you cannot work with your current position, moving the stops, taking the partial profit, whatever, then you have to be very, very patient, right? Now, let's switch lower. Let's have a look where we are when it comes to first 5-minute trading range. Let me prepare that for you. Candle number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the daily open, which has been retested right here, right now. Okay, USA. That's the first 5-minute trading low. Okay, and that's for now first 5-minute trading high. Right, so weekly open, and we know that we might go a little bit higher from here. Well, I think we need a little bit wider. That's gonna be the challenge, to be honest with you. It might not happen. It might work as a usual supply. That's completely different story. Okay, let's get back to 1-minute chart. Let's have where we have 3R when it comes to the first 5-minute trading range. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Why I can't see that? On 30-minute charts? Strange. Anyway, if you are a seller, you wanna be patient. If you didn't sell anything, then that's could be your supply. But we have also drop, base drop, drop, base drop. So we have two supplies levels, right? Of course, we are reacting in a very, very significant, at the very, very significant level. I'm not surprised that we are trying to bounce from here. So the weekly open, and then again 283335 as a supply when it comes to the indices. And yes, I'm still bearish. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we are not gonna discuss the earnings here. I'm going to make eventually separate video, but we are going to discuss the data, right? And well, retail sales month to month minus 8.7, expectations minus 8. Previous one revised higher minus 0.4. Guys, okay. Core retail sales minus 4.5, expectations minus 4.9. Okay, better. Capacity utilization rate 72.7, expectations 73.7, 1 point lower. Previous 77. Here your view. Industrial production minus 5.4, expectations minus 4.1. Your view. Previous one revised down 0.5. Now, whoa! What's the important thing here, guys? Why President Trump is so in a rush to try to reopen the US economy? Because we got that ugly number. Just my opinion only. Just my opinion only. We got that weak numbers where we just have the friction of the coronavirus impact. So now we have to use our imagination what could happen, what can happen when we are going to see the full coronavirus impact, right? So we discussed, we know S&P levels, right? Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the FX. Here we go. We have totally dollar strength when it comes to each and every market. Looks like full reversal. It's very interesting, especially that we are in the mid of the week. Have you ever heard about the midweek reversal? Come on, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, so we are discussing this morning euro dollar 9.50, crucial. Break down through that level, break through the weekly open, new weekly low, trying to bounce. It's gonna be very important where we are going to get the daily close, because if we are going to get something like what we have right here right now, then retest of just 109, 109.20 might be enough to encourage new sellers to step in and push euro dollar lower, right? Of course, we are testing some kind of the possible demand, but don't forget that's been tested previously, right? So this low might be in play. Again, euro dollar, if you haven't been short before, now it's not the good time to try to chase the market. Now is a time to wait and see where we are going to get the daily close. That's number one. Number two, cable, huge monster, whatever you want to call it, move to the downside. Well, very similar situation. Well, right here, right now, of course, we are testing some kind of the significant possible demand based on this consolidation, based on this base, when it comes to the drop base drop, right? drop, base, drop, right? We cleared that level, but with the things we see right here, right now, that's very, very interesting, especially that the weekly open is very, very close, right? So let's switch lower. Let's clear some stuff here. We are moving with the very, very ugly falling channel, right? We have some reaction when it comes to the weekly open, right? So that's another dollar pair where you don't want to chase. You want to see what kind of the price action we are going to get within the next hour when it comes to the London fix, and where we are going to see the daily close, right? So here as well, if you are not short yet, here as well, wait and see mode. Well, the best thing, it could be here to see some failure at the top of the channel, right? So you want to see some kind of the upper shadow like we have right now, but you want to see the shadow above the upper channel. Now, the channel is based on the 50-minute chart, right? So you want to see this type of the upper shadow, but somewhere here, right? 2480, 2510 maybe, and huge rejection. That's what I'm waiting for when it comes to the cable. Finally, I'm not in. Unfortunately, I'm not in. Looking for what's going to happen, and we discussed this morning. Crude testing 20 and levels close to 1950, 1920, right? A little bit of the relief bounce. Is it strange? No. If you were watching the morning meeting, it's not strange. That's where we were supposed to see that bounce, right? It's all about how high can we go. I encourage you to visit archive section and watch morning meeting, because it could be some ugly bounce on the oil, okay? Especially that we are going to get some numbers a little bit later today, right? Don't forget. Now, finally, we're discussing oil because of the USDCAD and Bank of Canada rate decision. Two levels very important for me. If you were not strong enough, or you were not sure, you were not aggressive enough to buy inside this zone, Rally, base, Rally, retest. So if you haven't bought yet, it's not a good time to chase the market. Of course it's not. Bank of Canada rate decision. What I want to see? I want to see either retest of the latest witnessed or 50% of that latest consolidation, right? So either I'm going to look to buy between 39.75.45 or a little bit lower below 39. All right, that's my plan for the USDCAD ahead of the Bank of Canada rate decision. Guys, it was my pleasure to make this US cash market open update for you. Be careful, don't chase the market, stay safe, stay home. Have a good one and see you around. Take care and goodbye.